Actually, I gotta laugh because I just met this guy. What's your name?
Eric.
Hey, Eric, I'm Henning.
Hey.
Eric is here with Sergeant Doom. How can that not be awesome to begin with? I mean, the video could end right now and the company is awesome because they're called Sergeant fucking Doom, okay? And they make pointy metal guitars. And I know that you like pointy metal guitars. I don't have any pointy ones because they take up too much space. But if you like the pointy ones, then these could be for you. Let's check them out. So, this is black. And then there's also some black on it. The pickups are color matched in black.
Yeah.
You could have had this part in black too, just to let you know.
Well, we need to have some things that sticks out.
Get it? Some things that stick out. See what he did there? Get it? You know what sticks out? Nah, okay. But the headstock is actually wood, and I'm gonna say I don't know what wood that is.
It's matching.
Oh, this is light, relatively. That is pretty, and the headstock is matching the fretboard, I'm gonna say. Very subtle, and that's rosewood?
East Indian rosewood, yes. East Indian.
Bone nut, I'm gonna say. Looks like bone.
Yeah. Unbleached bone.
Unbleached bone. Really not too heavy. And pointy. It looks like you could open a really, really big can of beer with that, a bottle of beer. It's a big-ass bottle opener. That is a classic design with a slight little twist, literally. That's cool. So what is the price point on this already sold guitar? $32.65. Wherever they're getting the 65 from, that's kind of a weird-ass number. And then we go away, and we go, of course, sparkly red, where I have a feeling that I can see a little bit of the mahogany through the sparkly red. Whether they wanted that or not, I can see it, and that's kind of actually nice. What company makes the red strings?
DR.
Cool. Of course, you have to have the red strings on this guitar because that's the awesome part. You have to. Also, $32.65, Sergeant Doom. It should be called Sergeant fucking Doom because that just really hammers the point home. And this is just probably crazy. I was just gonna say, this is crazy expensive. And look what they write. The price is expensive. I love this. This is awesome. I was just gonna say that the price of this is expensive.
Yeah.
You think like I think, which is a sad thing. This is a guitar that very clearly you would play. Oh, this is really light.
Yeah.
You would play this at church as a worship guitar, like play Kumbaya, My Lord on it, or you know, any kind of Jesus song would be perfect with this instrument, right? This is made for church.
Yeah, it is. It's the album cover of Morbid Angel's first album called Altars of Madness.
Oh, we didn't say what kind of church. I mean, could be like a Satanistic church, right?
No, I think it's like a church in between.
This is awesome. This took you a long ass. You're probably not going to even sell this, right?
Well, if you give me the right amount of money, then I will sell it to you.
Because this looks like a labor of love, as they say. This looks like something you really just like wanted to do and just went for it. How long did that take?
Around 3 weeks.
The whole guitar or just the carving?
Carving.
3 weeks carving.
Yeah.
You literally can't put a price on that.
No.
Holy crap. And then it only has one pickup.
Yeah.
This guitar clearly needs a nice single coil in the middle, in the front, because that's what you would do. You would do Stratty stuff with it, right?
Yeah, Hendrix stuff.
Hendrix stuff, yeah. Nice cleans, some chorus on it. Play some Toto.
Yeah.
That is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
So you guys have a very clear message.
Yeah.
We do. You know.
We do have this Super Strat as well. There you have a single coil.
Okay. Same thing here with the headstock.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a super thin neck.
Yeah.
Well, not.
It's a shredder guitar.
It's definitely a shredder guitar.
I aimed for a very low action on the strings here.
Yeah.
And
Holy crap!
yeah.
It's low.
And it measures 0.8 over the 12th fret.
Insanely polished frets.
Yeah.
I can see. Beautifully figured fretboard. And, well, of course, you need a humbucker, a Floyd three-way switch,
Yeah.
and super simple. And I can see a little bit of that swoop design in here.
Yeah.
You know, it's you can totally see that the guitars are related.
Yeah.
Sergeant Doom, definitely not your jazz player's guitars. That's not the idea.
That's not the idea.
Nicely done. You probably have a website, which is probably sergeantdoom.something.
SergeantDoomGuitars.com.
SergeantDoomGuitars.com. Easy enough.
There you have it. On the,
I'll throw whatever I need into that video. And I think while we're here, we'll continue right here. It's a big table, so let's move down the table. Thanks, guys. So here, we of course have exactly the same style of guitar that we just looked at, right? Right?
Yes.
So you're Michael?
I'm Michael.
And you make these?
Yes.
So you pretty much looked at Sergeant Doom, said, I want to do exactly what they do, and just do a straight copy of...
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And this is what I came up with.
This is, actually, you probably... Geht durch, alles gut. It tut uns nicht weh. The story of, do you know the song Pig by Steve Vai?
Yeah.
That's just a very weird, loud, crazy song.
Yeah.
You know that he wrote it because he listened to the Black Crowes, and Black Crowes had a song, I don't know what it is, but it's a total like party song. Everyone at parties was singing it. It was a very poppy kind of Black Crowes song. He listened to that and said, oh, I want to write a song like that people sing at parties. And he wrote Pig.
I used to listen to Pig at parties, so I don't know if it's a true story, but it fits on me.
See, it is a true story. So that you did?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah. That whole album.
I want to know what kind of parties you went to.
Guitar geek parties.
Oh, okay. Because it looks like you wanted to go for this, and that came out. Because Pig is definitely not a Black Crowes song.
No, okay, I get it.
Okay, so let's look at what we have here. I can totally see we have a... it doesn't look like a full True Temperament thing, because they don't look crazy enough.
It's a true temperament.
It is true temperament,
it's
okay.
True temperament. It's
And-
licensed.
It's licensed?
It's a true temperament fitting system, tuning system.
And the way, correct me if I'm wrong, is you have to send the fretboard to them?
No, you can send it to send it to me too. I'm a luthier, so I can.
Okay,
I
so
can do it.
so you do that yourself?
No, I order. I tell them what I want, and they ship it to me, and I glue it, and I do the fret job.
Okay.
So they send me the frets, and they have carved the whole the fret slots.
Yeah.
But I do the fretting work.
Okay. That looks like a shit ton of work.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
it's complicated.
I like the pickups with a little bit of a gold. I mean, I'm not a big gold fan, but this is just a statement. So that's a beautiful, I'm going to call it Strat. You can't, but I can. Fender, come and arrest me, please. I've had this discussion with them. Oh, this is light.
It's a swamp ash body and maple neck.
Beautifully figured maple, not flame, but still. Nice long grain in there. And I'm not a big fan of red guitars, but in the right light, let's look at this here. No, let's go here. This is a beautiful red to black fade. It's a gorgeous color. Of course, you can see more here than here. Because here, I'm going to say it clashes a tiny bit with that cream.
That's what I wanted.
You wanted that?
I wanted something that's untraditional.
Okay.
So
Well, you did it. I love me a good HSS guitar with a covered pickup. I think that is a sexy look. And
that is a Lundgren Alnico 2 magnet smooth operator. It's called. It's a
Okay.
really good vintage
have to
sounding.
do that. Smooth operator. You know that song? That's what that is. Of course, a Strat with block inlays. You're going on to it. Kind of is as if you foreshadowed what Fender is now doing with the Parallel Universe series.
I don't know. I'm not in. I don't know what they're doing. So I just did what I liked. So
Fender at NAMM just released guitars that are pretty much a lot of guitar designs thrown together. So you would have a I don't know, a Jaguar
Oh yeah. That's
with pickups that are unconventional, or a pickguard from a different guitar. So they're pretty much taking all the design elements from guitars and throwing them together. So like a Les Paul would have block inlays, they're doing block inlays on Strats.
Yeah.
So it's a parallel universe. What
right.
would happen if these guitars would have been designed differently back in the day? Going non-traditional. So this is exactly what to you feels right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to do, and all my necks are only 40 millimeters up here, so they're quite narrow, more like back to the 70s style, and they have different shapes: fat, medium, and really thin.
Wait a second, Robin. Go wide angle, because people can't walk past you. Mama, viel breiter. Du kannst ganz nah stehen. Yeah. I think this is a very unique approach. Again, very light. Can you hold that? Just point it in my face. Because here we have 2 single coils, not 3. We have a 3-position switch. This is just like, I want to do this. I'm gonna do this. Fuck everyone that says anything about it. And it's a creamy yellow. I think the color is way cool. And then these, I'm gonna say they look aged, goldy.
It's gold, mother of pearl.
Yeah, that one. And then they're just hollow framies and a reversed headstock. This is most certainly a very unique guitar. And they're single coils, right?
Yeah. Yes. It's a P90 in a Strat size, and that's the Lundgren, the newest one called Black Heaven single coil.
Very unique instrument. Oh, and locking tuners by Goto. Because every guitar should have locking tuners. And then we have a humbucker guitar. They look Filtertronish, a little bit. But they probably just look like that, right?
Those are also the Lundgren Black Heaven pickups. It's a new model.
And just stained.
Yeah, just stained and some clear coats.
And I love the blackness of that mother of pearl.
It's black mother of pearl.
That is pretty damn. These are very clearly traditional guitars, but not.
Yes, exactly. That's my point.
Traditional,
yeah.
but untraditional.
They're all set up. They're all set up for shred. So low action, really smooth, and 6100 frets.
So that leaves the only question: what's the price point on them?
The True Temperament is 2,800 euros, and the other ones are 2,400.
So absolutely acceptable pricing for handmade guitars. Well, awesome. Check out
Manic Custom Guitars.
Manic.
Yeah.
That.
It doesn't have the full name. It's just a sign. You know, like Prince.
Way to go on the marketing there. Have something that no one can ever find.
I know, and I'm in the basement, in the middle of nowhere.
Manic Custom Guitars. Do you have a website?
No, but I have a Facebook page. So Manic Custom Guitars on Facebook.
Manic Custom Guitars on Facebook.
Yeah.
I hope I remember to put a title down there, but you can spell Manic Custom Guitars Facebook. Well, thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We're moving over here because it's still the same table, which means I'm not cutting this shit. This is the same video. Hi, who are you?
I'm Eric.
But I already talked to Eric.
Yeah, but you know, it's easy. Yeah, we do it like this.
You're not trying to make it too complicated for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, I'm Eric. Everyone's all of a sudden Eric. Yeah. So, and again, something completely different.
Yeah.
You definitely didn't look at Sergeant Doom and said, "I want to do that." No. This is very much the opposite of what Sergeant Doom is doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I went into my head and thought, what I want to do? Yeah, and I did it.
Okay. Every time I see guitars with these kind of switches, I go like, "Why?" Yeah. But of course, there are many guitars like this. This is just, I'm going to be honest, this is the type of guitar I would not be into, but I like that because a guitar like this would force me to probably even write music that I wouldn't write without it. Yeah. These are probably inspiring in the sense that I would have to change the way I think about guitars. So what do the switches do?
It's quite simple. It's Lundgren pickups again because he's Swedish and we are Swedish. Yeah,
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You know, Eric, yeah.
That's where the Eric comes from.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So they are split humbuckers, and one switch for the neck pickup and one switch for the bridge pickup, and it's split series and parallel for each pickup.
Okay,
So-
I can understand that.
So it's really simple. If you want to play with a humbucker in the bridge and a single coil in the neck, yeah, you just flip the switches and you have it. And then you have the traditional three-way switch.
And of course, in the middle, you have a billion options.
No.
No?
Yeah, of course.
Well, of course.
You have,
I mean,
yeah,
if,
sure,
if,
sure.
if you're combining
Yeah.
both, I mean, then we're talking humbucker, single coil, humbucker, single coil, parallel. Blah, blah, I mean,
Sure,
that's a million options.
Yeah, it is.
And
It is.
let me ask you that: how much do you like sparkle finishes? Are you an enthusiast of the sparkle?
Yeah, you know, I mix all my paint by myself, and when I'm standing in the shop and mixing, and yeah, it's easy to put some sparkle in. Yeah.
Is your girlfriend a stripper? Because it looks like you're mixing up paint and you're like, hey, look what
she won't see this, so no.
look what she left here. Let's put some of her glitter in there.
Actually, the glitter is actually from the same manufacturers who do the.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, who do the nail polish and stuff. Yeah.
So you really put that in yourself?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! Get it? That's what she's.
Oh fuck.
Oops. That is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that color, and I totally love the white pickups.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, here. Unprofessional. I know, Robin. I'm sorry. Robin is working his ass off, by the way, to film these videos for us. So, Sparkle, we have a single coil and a mini humbucker.
Yeah, and that's also a Tele P90 and a mini humbucker with also the little switch, so you can play it in single mode or in humbucker mode.
I see something right now. Let me see how heavy this is. Oh, it's like
It's quite heavy.
standard, I would say.
Yeah. But it's really thick.
Robin, see if you can get the side dots, because that looks like a shit ton of work you had to do there.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it's fun.
It's unnecessary, but it's cool.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
you go through all of it because you're a nerd and you just like to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, okay, I do the most of the work by hand, but I have a CNC and I do the fretboard with the CNC and the inlays with the CNC. So that's why I thought, why no one is doing this? Well, then I should.
Yeah. I love this inlay.
Yeah.
And I like simplicity, which is usually why these guitars with all these switches don't appeal to me.
Yeah.
But I love simplicity in the fretboard.
Yeah.
And even though this is very complex, it is fixed to one point.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
it still stays simple.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is custom guitars. I build them to order. So this is me. I love the switches.
Yeah, of course.
But if you don't, then fuck it.
Yeah, but
leave
you know what? Then I wouldn't order from someone. I want to buy from you what
Yeah.
is you.
Yeah, exactly.
When I have a luthier like Uwe
Yeah.
built me a guitar, I could have told him build me this and this and this and this. But you know what?
No,
It
build
might
what
have
you want.
it might have ended up to not be a guitar that is his vision.
Yeah, sure.
So if I go to luthier, the basis has to work.
Yeah.
You know, we have to have kind of the same vision. So if I say I would like this pickup in there, this pickup, but I wouldn't go to you and say, build me a
me a
guitar,
Strat."
build me a Strat. You know what? Then I go to someone who builds Strats.
Yeah, of course.
So if you guys like what Eric's building, then yeah, the basis is your vision, and then you only modify it slightly.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
gonna go and turn around what you've envisioned,
No, of
because
course.
then why go to you?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
this is you, and it should stay you.
Yeah, sure.
This is absolutely beautiful. For me,
Thank
the
you.
only thing I would change is I would take that off.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a pick out guy.
Yeah.
And then sadly, always there's a stupid hole.
Yeah,
There has to be a better way to do this than
Yeah.
with a screw.
sure.
Someone's gonna find it.
Yeah.
Love those F-holes, which are non-traditional F-holes.
Yeah.
And I love that it's a small-sized hollow body.
Yeah.
Love the side inlays, not big in the middle. Super light, of course, because the hollow body.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Fully carved on the inside and outside as well.
beautiful back, slightly carved, and of course on the back also sunburst, which is unnecessary, but he does it anyway.
Yeah, of course.
Beautiful neck. Look at this guitar tit, this triangular guitar tit. Good for the headstock breakage. This is a gorgeous instrument. So let's look at some pricing here. Of course, I'm trying to find out what you're called, but of course I can't read that. Custom guitars.
Norden custom guitars.
Norden.
Yeah.
Why can't I read Norden?
Yeah. Norden.
Like Odin, but Norden.
Yeah. Sure.
Because you're from the north.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can remember that. He's from Sweden. Sweden, they believe in Odin. Of course, they all do. They run around, Odin, yay. And then, but in the north,
It's like
so...
hockey reference. It's Sundin, but Norden. Whatever.
No, I don't do sports. No.
No, me neither.
So, get this. That's never gonna focus that close. I know my camera. Robin, come the fuck on.
It's focused.
You're focused. Your face is focused.
When I'm further away, it's not.
That is way too close. I'm just saying. We have.
You will see.
Oh, that's the demo.
Yeah, that's the demo.
But-
this starts at 2200.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, but that's like starts there, so it's then a non-sparkle finish.
What?
The sparkle
Your
finish
girlfriend's
adds a lot.
glitter needs to be paid for.
Yeah. It's lots of hard work to do sparkle finishes. You have to build up and sand and build up and sand and build up forever. So it's a really hard finish to do. So that's why the price point goes up. This is for a sparkle finish. So then it's 2700 for the sparkle finish. And of course the hollow body.
Well, that's a little bit more work there. Yeah.
Yeah. And because of the carving, both inside, outside, and it's a lot of work. So this is at 3,250.
That's still okay for a handheld guitar.
And this with a sparkle finish and Brazilian.
Oh, that's
rose
also
wood.
beautiful.
This is 3,500.
Well, the Brazilian drives the price up quite a bit.
Exactly.
And then again, we're at glitter and strippers.
Yeah,
You know,
of course,
Brazilian.
yeah.
Well, thanks, Eric. Thanks, Michael. They don't even see us anymore. This was 3 guitar people. This is Robin behind the camera. This is me in front of the camera. This Guitar Summit 18. Animals at the end. Go away now.
I claim the light, but it's getting darker when there's no one left inside. Is this the end of hope? Is this the end of love? Is this the end of tears? Is this the end of skies? Has everyone moved out? Is there nothing left to